Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Menu True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 4 No Guns. We're in the Institute, it's utterly beautiful. Now, first thing I need to do today is actually head to each of the departments and just introduce myself to the project leads. If there's any good dialogue or anything I've found that's fun, I will show that off. Other than that, we will skip straight forward to cracking on with the railroad missions. Yes, of course, but while I'm here, I may as well kind of crack through the forced evolutionary virus lab. The general consensus seems to be that I may have slightly underestimated just how bad what actually happened here truly was, which would appear to be that based on the individual kind of test data on the terminal here, strongly suggesting that the people who were experimented on were kind of poor health and already into adult age when the experiments began. It would appear that, yes, the people who are kidnapped by the Institute, i.e. those that are replaced by synths, they're not just replaced by synths and then, magicked away or imprisoned. They were turned into super mutants. So yes, that puts the Institute in a little bit of a more negative light than probably the opinion I came to at the end of my first playthrough. Arguably the Institute, that's a hard one to justify. Kidnapping people, replacing them with robots and then converting them into super mutants, which the terminal itself admits has basically no scientific merit at this point because it just does the same thing over and over, and after they get turned to super mutants, they're pretty much terminated straight away. So yes, arguably, that's a bit of a difficult one to morally defend, yes. I guess it depends whether you believe the version of events where Sean decided to shut down the FEV lab and that he, when he became director, made positive changes and thus the Institute is moving in a good direction, or whether you believe that obviously when Brian Virgil decided to escape and seemingly simultaneously sabotage the lab, at that point was Sean's hand forced, and thus the experiments, the pointless, inhumane, horrific experiments would have continued had Virgil not sabotaged the whole place. We can't really be sure. Yes, of course, we are introduced to one of our new little options, special grenades, synth relay grenades. Synth relay grenades are fun, but I didn't really use them in my last playthrough, so I'll definitely make a point to show these guys off. You can pick up, I think that was, what was that, 6 or 8, and then there's another 6 or 8 in the Synthetic Retention Bureau as well. So you can get a total of like 14 or so, I think, in the Institute first time you visit, and I'm pretty sure those do regenerate over time, which is convenient. Yes, I've got 13 across those two labs, so that's nice. Now, the heads have been met with, and that means there's only one more thing to do, and that's to find a little terminal out of the way to message the Patriot. I like using this one back here in the storeroom that leads up towards where the synth's doing the mining. So it feels like the most kind of secret, out-the-way one. I mean, I think like any terminal. In fact, I think you could just do it in a terminal that people are watching you use, but I prefer to do it super secret spy-like. We're getting into this. We're getting into Railroad Agent Professor Bacon. So here we are, the network scanner to install. Plug that all in. And now we've got a message from Tom. Short version, plug this into an Institute terminal, copy the message. Alright, consider it done. Do a quick scan of the network as well, completing institutionalized, lovely. And then finally, read the urgent reply. Acknowledged, meet at the Advanced Systems Maintenance Room. He's very calm. That he got straight back to me like, okay, somehow the railroad got someone inside. I guess we'll meet at the Advanced Systems Maintenance Room. So, over to the room, and obviously we've already run into Liam in that room. Liam is in fact Patriot. Good egg, Liam. Hello, Liam.
It's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message?
Yes, but maybe we should close this door before we discuss about both being, railroad agents and stuff.
Your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
I didn't pick it. I would have gone for bacon!
The railroad sent me to look for someone they call Patriot. That's you.
What? The railroad? As in the railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
Downplay the railroad. Yeah, downplay the road. It was primarily me, Professor Bacon.
If you met them, trust me, you wouldn't be that impressed.
They've eluded the SRB for decades. They've got to be incredible. With you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths. At once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me.
Really? I'd say I've suffered at least some minor brain damage out there.
Z-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. How do I know we can trust you?
Fighting for you, you don't. It's a two-way street.
Trust is a two-way street.
Excuse me. I must focus on my duties.
She's not from here. She's been helping our synths escape on the surface. It's safe.
If you insist we speak in front of her, do so quickly.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
So a plan to help with the escape of multiple synths at once. Good, good. Alright, Liam, what's up next?
Liam,
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Yeah, sure, why not?
of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Alright, I'll go get that then.
I'll find it for you.
That's great. Unfortunately, the obvious place to look won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Alright, let's head back to the railroad then. And now I've got that Corsa chip from Dr. Lee, I can just teleport in and out as I please. Including teleporting directly to the railroad HQ. Hi guys!
Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute?
Yes. Also, I found Patriot. Also, I can now teleport in and out as I wish. Also, they're trying to recruit me to do work for them. There's quite a few alsos. And the Institute is paradise.
Yeah, I got there. And the Institute is paradise. Healthy people, clean, plenty to eat.
A paradise built on the backs of slavery is no paradise at all. In Tom's holotape, did you make contact with Patriot?
Yep, did that too.
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
You know, a please would be lovely, thank you.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
And isn't that bloody convenient? Because not only have we been there, I even know what bloody lab Bergman's actual body's in. It was the one with the gun on it. And of course we know where he was, and we've already cracked that place open. Through here, jump over the gap, through the now open door. And this was, oh, his corpse is actually gone. Because his corpse was here until I killed him, then it faded away. That's a shame. Maybe that's his skull there. Maybe it is, who knows. Anyway, on to this here machine, which we've even already used before too. So, username at T. Williams and password Vernon is an idiot. Lovely. And of course, we've already cleared out this area, we can head straight back on our way too. Though I do repeat, I absolutely bloody love the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Fantastic little mini dungeon. I'd also just like to quickly flag as I nipped back to Sanctuary Hills just to dump all of that aluminium I've been picking up. Even though I've done probably barely a third of the looting of the random stuff sitting around the Institute, I'm up to 105 aluminium off of all of that. Beautiful. Though while I think about it, someone was telling me, by the way, that the Tesla coils, while it's kind of cool, unfortunately occasionally bugs out, and if you stand too close to civilians, just kind of randomly nukes them and turns entire towns against you. And also I was told that the motion assist servos is not +1 strength, it's actually +2 strength. So that's actually way worth having, so I'm going to change over from the Tesla coils to the motion assist servos, while I happen to be here and I have a ton of aluminium. Done. So, back to the railroad. Hello, Desdemona. Got those logins for you. Oh, no, sorry. She's busy having a bloody team meeting.
Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing.
I actually prefer Soul Survivor, thank you very much.
Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
Okay, that's, yeah, save the 13 instead. Just save the 13. I'm not fussed about literally all the synths. Also, I'm slightly worried about that many kill the human machines floating around simultaneously. Just tell me the next step.
Tell me the next step, then.
The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
You know, I'm a little bit confused that she's gone straight into, we need to rescue all the synths, when we asked Z1 and he specifically said only 13 wanted freedom. Are we just going to force freedom on the others, even those that have shown no interest or desire for it? I mean, is that ethical? I don't know.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
Desdemona, I quite like that Desdemona is... She's very pragmatic and she's a little bit brutal at times. She's very sharp and to the point and she's willing to make, you know, unpleasant, unfriendly decisions that won't make friends because she thinks it's the right thing to do that she has to do. I quite like her. She's quite good. So, first things first, let's give that password over to Liam and then, as we said, cut him loose and start working with Z1 instead. Hello there, Liam.
I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
Alright, here you are then. And then, ooh, rescuing more synths? Yeah, let's ask about rescuing more synths. Let's be a little bit honest with him at least.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
Well, alright then, here you go.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Honestly, it's not so much I'm going to give him an update as I'm going to now apparently completely start ignoring you and start treating him as the real hero. So bye, Liam.
I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
Yes, I've got a better plan though.
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
That's fair enough. I'm not fussed really.
You won't be alone. The railroad will fight with you.
Together, we have a chance. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal, but we can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Alright, so we've now got to give him a day. Well, that's nice and simple to do. I think I'll just sit here and wait 24 hours. That's the plan at this point. Actually, you know what? Let's not just sit on the bench for 24 hours. That's boring. I've got something better that I can actually do that I've been meaning to do for a little while, but I keep forgetting. So, back to Sanctuary Hills, just teleported in here. Now, the cooking station. I've got some stuff to craft, in fact. In particular, I've got loads of Deathclaw meat to send to Deathclaw steaks. Deathclaw steaks, fantastic. 185 hit points, that's pretty much a full heal. Plus, a +1 agility for an hour is great as well. So, absolutely, we'll be having all of that. Grilled Radstag, obviously amazing too. Plus 25 carry weight can be incredibly useful for an hour. Now, here's one that can be very situationally useful. If you've got Mirelurk eggs and meat together with some oil and some razor grain, you can breathe underwater for 30 minutes, which is... that's bloody ambitious for a cake. But alright, sure, why not? Totally will have one of those. And the rest of those eggs we will turn into omelettes, because restoring action points is very, very useful too. And those Rad Scorpion eggs I picked out in the Glowing Sea. So Rad Scorpion eggs plus purified water, interestingly, not dirty water, purified water. That actually lets you cure all addictions. I didn't know Rad Scorpion egg omelettes cured addictions, but apparently they do. That's very interesting. Meanwhile, the Rad Scorpion steaks are a very good healing item, but also give you a little boost in energy resistance. That could be a good thing to eat before we go up against the Institute, for example. And finally, that Stingwing meat I picked up, that's much less useful, to be honest. Good healing item, but +1 perception for an hour. +1 perceptions, that's probably one of the more useless benefits you can get off meat. I'd rather just have, like, the mole rat benefit, where you at least get a tiny increase in your action points for an hour. Apparently, Tenpines Bluff suffered damage from an attack. Oh no! What a terrible shame. All those Tatos must be in terrible shape, given that's pretty much literally the only bloody thing there. Also, probably shouldn't forget to level up as usual. As we're going up against some tougher and tougher enemies, this is probably a very good time to take awareness, which I do think is genuinely very, very valuable. Awareness, boom. You know, it will be interesting to see how teleportation and the Institute is handled in the new survival mode, which, as I say, at the time of recording this, is not yet out, because it'll be very, very interesting, because if you can't fast travel normally, but the Institute, you're still allowed to teleport into the Institute instantaneously from anywhere, and then from the Institute instantaneously out to anywhere else as you choose, then it would be vastly too easy to just... basically everyone would always go with the Institute, because the Institute would effectively have re-enabled fast travel, but no other factions would get fast travel. But I guess there must be something, like, I've seen a couple of theories, like some people saying it's going to be the Institute, you can fast travel to them, but when you fast travel away, you always return to the point you fast traveled to. But then even then, that's way more powerful than some other factions get, because that means anytime you want, you can just travel to a safe location in order to stock up, sell, drop off supplies, that sort of thing. But we shall see, or rather, we'll have already seen, because it's the future when this video's released. And Z1 is already here, hello.
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But we will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
Okay, like what? Yeah, go on. Inferior weapons. I have weapons. I do have weapons. I've actually got... ooh, I could give them all legendary weapons. I've got all these legendary weapons sitting around and never used for anything. Sure, I've got weapons.
I have weapons I could give you.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in Maintenance Closet 3B. But we need enough weapons to arm an entire rebellion. So the ingredients are still necessary.
Alright, fine. Go on then.
Go on.
The Institute's always expanding. Excavation just completed on one of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates and they haven't been moved yet. That equipment has everything we need. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But they're under constant supervision. How do you feel about killing some guards?
You have no idea how cool I am with killing people. Yep, sure, go. Yeah, I'm up for it. Actually, no, I don't want to fight. I want to do it sneaky, sneaky, stabby, necky, so that I'm still on side with the Institute for now.
I'll do it.
Thank you. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnels behind us. To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
Excellent. So, kill tunnel guards, deposit weapons. I have no idea if, like, all these weapons I'm going to give them are actually going to be used. I'd love to think I actually get to see these later. Alright, let's pick out some really cool weapons, because I've been picking out loads of these. Alright, here we go. A Hunter's Powerful Combat Rifle. Lovely. an irradiated pool cue, the Lucky Flamer, a plasma-infused hunting rifle, poisonous boxing gloves, a different type of pool cue, a generic boring tire iron, a 2-shot double-barreled shotgun, and a violent 10mm pistol. Beautiful, that's gotta be enough for you bastards. Alright, let's just shove all this stuff in here and see how much I need to shove in. Ooh, I'm going to take that duct tape first, though. That's a brilliant trade. Oh, excellent. The stuff I brought along is literally just enough. So I've completed the optional give all the rebels really good guns. I'd love to think, like, at some point now in the future, when an uprising happens, I'm just going to see a bunch of Siths running forward, armed with pool cues and boxing gloves, with miraculously glorious legendary effects on them. That will be utterly wonderful. Oh, the Institute knows how to keep me on side. Even in the bloody cafeteria where it makes no bloody sense. Even then, they've kept fluffy towels. Anyway, through this little back room and to the lift, that will take me to the mining area. Perfect. Now to figure out how I can subtly kill all these guys. Subtly. I think I know just the subtle thing. Pickman's blade. That's nice and subtle. Wait, put the blade away. Put the blade away till we're ready. Act nice and subtle. So, what have we got to do here? Oh!
Operating at full capacity.
Your synths. I swear the guy downstairs said, are you willing to kill... Oh, I guess to him there's no fundamental difference between, like, you know, synths and normal people. Oh, well, fine. I mean, surely what I ought to be trying to do at this point is, as far as possible, kill every single one of these people in a single round. Oh, with Pickman's blade, I might be able to. Especially now I've got Blitz too. Alright. Hide here. Wait, okay, get hidden. Get hidden. Alright, get hidden. Alright, hidden. Okay, we can do this. So that's gonna... Oh, that barely bloody phases him. Oh. I thought we were, yeah, I thought we were just kind of, you know, going through guards nice and simple. Right. Even... Oh, fine. Obviously, the guards are level 29. No, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah, nothing to report. I'm definitely not got a knife. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. If we're going to want to kill these guys, we're going to need to... Also, I'm guessing you can't bloody die. Great. And also, I can't use explosives because it'll totally kill this guy, because this bastard is significantly weaker than the guards I'm supposed to be killing. So if I throw an explosive, Demolitions Expert 3 means I'll totally, utterly destroy him. Right. Okay, we got a small problem here. Now, the fiddly thing about these guys is you've kind of got to have actual eyes on them. So, like, I think if I'm, like, here, then I can have 3. No, I can only have 2. Oh, no, I could get that guy over there. So right now there's... Ooh, hang on. So there's 2 by that door, 1 over there, and 1 over here. I could potentially take out... You know what? I think I'm overthinking this. Right, so 1 dose of Psycho Buff. Hide around the corner here. Get you down. And then move straight onto you. That'll be the first 2 dead. Any more? No, just those guys. Fine. Sneak attack. Almost dead anyway. Now gets to go into Psycho Jet next. We're going pretty well. These guys are not doing much damage to me. Another dose of Psycho Jet. Oh no, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Oh, you're trying to get involved. I really hope I'm not about to hit you. And then... Oh no, don't swing at him. Swing at this one. Swing at this one. There you go. Now, I feel like I've killed at least several of the Siths as well. I'm trying to kill here. Right, yeah, get you. And then... Oh, I'm about to kill that person as well. Oh, yes. Oh dear. Oh well. I've killed the guards. Thanks to flipping Big Leagues 4, I may have killed several of these lads as well. Okay, I didn't realise those guys were all going to join in. That makes life a lot easier. Lovely. Hopefully no one minds the fact that was incredibly not subtle. So everyone's like up for the rebellion apart from this guy who said like, guys, we're supposed to be digging out the tunnel. God, I want to get my end of year bonus. Well, I do have a horrible feeling that before the end of this run, Big Leagues 4 is going to have become a liability more than anything else. Anyone mind, by the way? Is everyone... Everyone's okay with me. Beautiful. So it doesn't matter what happens in that room. No one else cares. Hello? Just a terrible mining accident, it turns out. Right. Z1, done that for you. Hello.
You've done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
And what about Liam?
Any news about Liam?
Liam's got his terminal working. When the time is right, we have someone who can operate it. I'll stall Liam as long as I can. But he's anxious to proceed with the old plan. You should avoid him if you can. If he had any idea what we're up to, I fear he'd report us.
Oh dear. Well, any problems? That's a pretty big problem. Yeah, make them quickly, please.
Get those weapons made quickly.
We will. Every hour we wait is another hour the SRB could discover us. For now, please continue working with Father. We can't afford for him to grow suspicious. When my people are ready, I will contact you.
So at this point, we just need to go down the Institute storyline until such time as something happens. I'm presuming we get to a particular point in the Institute storyline, and then I get told to go back and deal with more railroad. So okay, in that case, we're moving on with Father. Well, while we're here, we may as well say hello to him. And if I recall correctly, what Father's going to be telling me to do is it's going to the Libertalia to reclaim the synth first up with him, if I recall correctly.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a Courser at your side, you'll have no trouble.
Now, I could indeed go to the Libertalia right now, but I think there's something else I need to do first, which is, as we are getting closer and closer towards the late game in the third act, I need to just finish off my armory. I need to collect the final few weapons that I think are pretty much, well, not necessarily essential, but certainly very important indeed for making my character powerful enough to ultimately go up against the Brotherhood, as the Railroad will ultimately wish to, because that's that power armor. That's pretty damn tough. So, we need to go and get ourselves a few final fantastic weapons. So, I'm starting off here at the Slog up in the north of the map. Beautiful little settlement. I love this settlement. It's really pretty. It's a source of, you know, basically constantly regrowing corn, carrots. And carrots and corn are some of the kind of the less common ingredients that you find around. Plus, it's actually the only place in the entire wasteland where you can actually harvest tar berries, which is really, really cool. Because tar berries are one of the very few things that you can't just kind of take and then plant by yourself. You can only, like, find them in... You're so bad at harvesting. I'm so much better at harvesting than you. Yeah, you can just kind of find them dotted around or find them in merchants' inventories, but you can't actually plant them and grow your own. You just need to kind of come back here for these, which is really, really cool indeed. I love the Slog. And it's just nice that, you know, ghouls have made their own farm, and it's really cool and awesome. Just lovely. Lovely, lovely place. But come here and you'll see a few things appearing on your compass. In particular, you will see off to the east... You'll see, yes, there it is, the little kind of the excavation symbol and the radiation symbol. And that is where we're going. Oh, yes, I think a few of you have been waiting for me to go and do this. But I just kind of, I wasn't in a rush. I don't kind of like rushing to weapons that are considered like, you know, some of the best in the game. I like to kind of, you know, pace things out a little bit. Plus, you know, with a Furious Super Sledge, honestly, what I'm about to go and get might actually be already completely redundant. But... let's go here and take on the new horrors, the nice little kind of Dunwich mystery of this game. We're off to the Dunwich Borers, but first, we're going to have to clear out this here quarry. So, before we can nip inside, let's just hop up here. There we are, we found the Dunwich Borers. I'm going to need to take down the guys here. Luckily, I think you're going to go down. Oh, you're a legendary. Oh, but... you'll go, even though you're level 39 and legendary, I think you'll actually go down in a single sneak attack. Yes! Perfect. Level 39 legendaries, nice and dead. Nyeh, she says. Nyeh. Now the other lads are, this is why I wanted to take awareness. It's so useful when you get to the more dangerous areas. So those guys are both level 21. Nothing to be worried about there. There is one guy to worry about here. Like, I've seen many times here before, there's typically, you're another level 21. There's normally like a guy in power armor round here who, if he spawns in, I'm a little bit more concerned of, I'm a little bit more worried by him than plenty of other people. Okay, we got the two of them down there. Just got to put a grenade on top of them, and that'll do. Oh, that was a Molotov. Never mind, that'll do some good damage to you anyway. Oh, I think that's the guy with the... what the hell just happened? I think I just threw a Molotov, but then he caught it in midair with his bullet. Beautiful. Right, I still need the grenades for you, please. Yep, there we are. Oh, yeah, many of them looped together. This'll do. And then more of them. There you go. More, please. In fact, I think he might be dead, to be honest. There's only... yeah, there's the veteran. But he's already looking like he's pretty... he's not dead yet. But he's already badly injured. I'll come back for you in a second. Hang on, I just need to loot the corpse of your friend. Oh, also, I want to use the shown up over here. Excuse me. There you go. Will you stop shooting me for just a second, please? I just need to go and get what the legendary gear here is. Oh, Sharp. Sharp's not fantastic. Charisma and intelligence. Though the fact it's on combat armor is pretty nice. Get myself a free bottle cap mine, too. That's always welcome. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. You. Down there. Can I just go down here? I think I can just go down here. Yeah, you are. Excuse me. You're going to die now. If I need to, I'll just flip in. Yeah, I'll critical you. As you're wearing power armor. Oh, you survived a critical. Well bloody done. Right, okay. We've got plenty of... Oh, we've got flipping turrets. No, go away. I don't like turrets. Oh, fine. Dead. Next. More flipping. It's nothing but turrets now. Excellent. I'm just going to be... If I die now, it's because of flipping turrets. This is bits I've blown off that guy. Oh, where did his corpse go? Oh, that's a grenade! Ah, flip! Where's the bloody hell? Someone's still got grenades. Someone over there. Level 21. Right, let's take down this thing. No. This thing. Down! Ouch! Take out you. Oh, for bloody hell's sake. Right. Who's next? There's a waster over there. I need to get over to this guy. Oh, flip. There's several of them. Alright, you. Are you close enough? Yes, you are. Alright, and then, no, not that. No. There's clearly a guy here. Get him. Oh, fine. Get this guy first, then. He's dead. Lovely. This is exactly the time I need those Mirelurk omelettes for and some additional action points straight a bloody way. Here we go, and now we can get you. Just to get you down nice and easy. Who's left? How many are left? We've got a couple. We've got a raider over there. Raider over there. Right, I'm in legendary slow time right now. Thanks to the martyr gear, which is the best thing. Oh, what the... And jump. And then over to you. Legendary slow time again, because I went out to 20%, then went back into it. Get him again. Oh, he's off into space. Team Rocket's blasting off again. And then we got ourselves a machine gun turret over here. And then one more person that needs to be killed. Actually, the person doesn't even need to be killed. You don't need to kill these people. You can just skip them, because this isn't where we're even bloody clearing out. We just want to go down into the borers. In all fairness, it'll probably just be easier if I just go in here at this point. You know what? Into the borers we go. And here we are inside the Dunwich borers. This area is not particularly well set up for my character, to be honest, because it's big open areas where lots of people can shoot at me for bloody ages before I get a chance to return fire. My best option is probably to actually teleport forward to that guy if I'm allowed to. Just get close enough to... Come on, let me get close enough to him. Close enough to him. Come on, I've got to be close enough in a second. Yes! Okay, get to him. Dead. He's over the edge. I won't be able to... I can teleport to you. Beautiful. And then you apparently go down in one hit. And then... Why am I in slow time right now? I just am. And then finally, a couple of hits to this turret. Nice. Mark 3 goes down. Beautiful. Okay. So as long as I teleport intelligently, we're actually okay in this place. But yeah, this big open area doesn't suit too many high places where I could be shot down from. So this is this game's basically big scary area, the equivalent of the Dunwich building in Fallout 3. To my mind, they made a bit of a mistake actually calling it like the Dunwich Borer, because that just clearly flagged this is the scary location. There will be some form of scary thing that will happen here. Please prepare yourself for the scary thing. And the moment you've been told something's going to be scary, it's much less scary because you're prepared for it to be really scary. And then whatever they can do, it's probably, you know, less bad than what your imagination can come up with. In this case, you'll see what it is. It's kind of, it's not even that bad. I think it's actually pretty tame, all things considered, actually, this entire location. It's not too bad at all. And just let you get a bit closer. Hello, you've got a bright light on your head. Excuse me, just excuse me. There you go, lovely. So take him out. Blitz gives me a power increase there. Apparently I can't shoot at you just yet. Let me just hang on, just get his ammo and his stim packs. Thank you. Then straight back down around. Now he can get you. Oh, you're going to throw a grenade at me, are you? I'm just going to teleport over to you in that case. Oh, just a little tap to the back of the legs. Oh, it's a big hit, mind. Beautiful. And then, oh, you're a survivalist. But I think I can, yeah, I can handle you in 3 hits easy. Even the 30 survivalist. He does, however, have an assault rifle. Possibly the first I've even bloody seen in the game. I don't think I've actually seen any of those yet. Or if I have, I've forgotten about it. Those seem to come up in the game really, really late. I mean, they're okay. But for how much the game really seems to like holding out on you, I don't think they're that good. So we get our first terminal in the Dunwich Borers, and we get an urgent message from pre-war. So Brad, you're needed immediately down at Station 4. We'll explain when you get here. Management. So something happened here at Station 4 in the past. Interesting. And I think actually we've got a good shot down at some people from above over here. If only I had power armor, I could make a really bloody dramatic Iron Man entrance down here. No, no, no. Come back, come back, come back. Fine. Grenade it is. We'll see how it does. Beautiful. I think they actually bloody walked into that one. Yep, there they are. Hi, guys. Have another present. Look, it's a grenade. Beautiful. Oh, one of them survived as well. Right, well, let's just get down there, finish you off. Hello. You are Bedlam. Excellent. You're actually a named character. We'll critical you as you are a named character. And you laid her out flat on a staircase. Excellent. And then hammered her when she was on a staircase. Beautiful. Poor old Bedlam. We head through this door and we're into the spooky, spooky bit of the map where we find suddenly feral ghoul reavers. And just some slight mysterious noises in the background. And obviously you're not aware of this, but the rumble pack in the controller is just very slightly going off here as well. And would you believe, as I've seen feral ghouls approaching, I've decided the best thing I could probably be armed with is this old girl. Missing required ammo. It's not missing. It's fine. It works. Actually, it works better without the ammo. And oh my goodness, of all the ghouls decided to pop up simultaneously. Alright, fine. You're a reaver, are you? Oh dear, you appear to have died horribly. Yep, there we go. So yeah, to be honest, that's pretty much like all you get out of this place. It's just like, you know, a few feral ghouls that occasionally swarm you a little bit, but sometimes don't do that particularly good job of it. Some rumbling, some ominous stuff. Honestly, like, it feels a little bit underwhelming. Excuse me. Over here. Did you hear that? Hello? Press the circuit breaker. Yeah, I'm right here. Guys. Hello? Would you like to run into me? Excuse me, are any of you alive? No, you're not alive. You are. Yeah. That reaver tried to charge me and then got perma-stunned. Yeah, that's right. You just everyone into the meat grinder. Everyone into the meat grinder. Right here. There you go. You're just a basic bloody roamer. And there's more behind me. Yep, hello. This is not so scary when you have basically a weapon that hard counters ghouls by perma-stunning them. Another withered over there, I think. Hello. We'll just make sure we prioritize you first. I think you'll be dead before you even stand up. Yeah, anyone else? Yep, one reaver. Reavers not what they used to be. Dead. And that appears to be it for this room. Yeah, it just feels like... I really feel like a lot more should be swarming me simultaneously. Just, yeah, why are there not more people running in and killing me and stuff? I just feel like ghouls... Maybe I'm... Well, I'm not over-leveled. I'm barely level 30. Level 13 exploring, like, weird bits in the extreme of the map is not that unusual. Oh, by the way, here's a flashback. Oh my goodness, there were people praying. A weird thing was happening here. And then Bradley Ramone was here as well. I hate Bradley Ramone. In come some more people. In come Tim Shoots, Brad, something. Oh, John Hatfield, who was a special guy for some reason. And then just keep basically stunning him. Legendary is mutated. John Hatfield. The legendary John Hatfield. Oh, kill him nice and quick, nice and quick, nice and quick, nice and quick. Oh, just in time. Just in the nick of time. Legendary. That was a legendary John Hatfield, not a normal John Hatfield. That was a legendary one. What have you got on you that's special, by the way? You are giving me a bloody Cavalier. I've had more Cavalier than any bloody thing else. Worthless. Well, no, not worthless, but situationally useful, but very, very rare numbers of situations. And that body's just gone to the bottom of the ocean. I thought bodies float, right? I thought bodies floated. Never mind. So yes, this pretty much here is why we... Well, there's two reasons why we came here. Let's just head back into the... front room. There's lots more rumbling going on, especially on the rumble pack right now. For once, I get to feel a little bit superior because I'm actually playing the with a controller rather than keyboard and mouse. Because keyboard and mouse people, you don't know that there's ominous rumbling going on in this mission, but there is in fact. Now over here in a dark corner, turn on the light. You got yourself a computer, Station 4 terminal. So obviously this is where something went wrong, but also a sneak bobblehead. Very, very useful. So permanently 10% harder to detect. Beautiful. Station 4 terminal. This is where some things went wrong. So let's just take that tape out. Done which Tim shoots at it, and we'll play that on mine so I get proper subtitles.
Tim shoots here. No suspicions were raised when the new equipment was brought in the other day. Crew at Station 4 are still under the impression that we are setting up a new station beyond this area. The standing crew you hired are convincing enough. However, do worry about the project managers at the other stations. Especially Bob at Station 1. We all know he takes his job very seriously. His bullet point updates bug the hell out of me. My gut tells me figure out something's going on down here sooner rather than later. Please advise.
So something that was going on down here. They were hiding something back here. And indeed, we know from the flashback, what they were hiding was basically some form of creepy cult thing. But honestly, there's not a particularly great amount of payoff for this whole thing. You can explore the rest of the area and just go in a big loop. But honestly, there's just a few more jump scares and a few more ghouls and nothing particularly interesting. Instead, like, if you want any form of resolution at all, and it's not a particularly good resolution to be honest, what you need to do is dive into this water down here. Don't worry, you don't need like Aqua Boy or Aqua Girl to do this. And also, whatever you do, don't do it in power armor, because if you dive down into this hole, there's no way out on foot, so the power armor you dive down with is lost forever. Anyway, down we go. Actually, wait, hang on a bloody minute. I know what I actually have specifically for this. I literally only just made a Mylar cake the other day. Can breathe underwater. Sure. And now, together with some Radex, we can go down here nice and safely. There is, by the way, plenty of time to go and do this without actually bothering with this. You can actually get in and out. So we, however, do have Tim Shoots here. Dunwich Management. Lovely. So we'll just kind of grab that quickly. So that'll be another thing that we can read or listen to in a second. I can't remember whether that's an audio log or not. But that was the body that sunk. Corpse. Glowing mushrooms. But head in here. Let's just turn on. Oh, no, sorry. The light was already on. It's just a bit dim underwater. And we find down here, flooded, an underwater altar type thing, including very, very interestingly 2 mini nukes, some glowing fungus, another mini nuke there, and this thing. Well, this is, well, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this. Krem's tooth? I'm genuinely not quite sure. Krem's tooth, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. The interesting thing is, this is actually a machete. This is a legendary machete, though the actual legendary effect on it, both bleed and poison, is kind of unique to this. It's like you can't get that legendary effect on anything else. But you can see there on the bottom right, it says current mod, Sacrificial Blade. Though it's kind of a legendary weapon, if you take that Sacrificial Blade off, it just becomes a normal machete. So if you find a legendary machete, you can put the Sacrificial Blade onto that and gain the original legendary bonus, plus target bleed, plus target poison, as well as really high damage. So it's actually alright. It's a pretty damn good weapon. But you can see there, in terms of damage, it's not spectacular. So I'll see what I can do with it, if I can make it more useful. But there we go, says Bacon. Underwater, in the, you know, underwater radioactive sacrificial altar room and all that good stuff. And up we pop. And out of the water we come. And we've got that new tape from Tim.
Good job on keeping things under wraps. We've taken your advice and have asked the other project managers to meet you at Station 4. Stall them if they arrive before we get there. They haven't been told anything. We are very close to accomplishing our goal. Please be patient. You will be rewarded in time.
So I guess the implication there is that the other station managers were lured here under false pretenses and murdered in a sacrifice to that knife, radiation, some form of otherworldly horror. I don't know. I just feel like you don't get very good payoff to this. But then again, in Fallout 3, the original Dunwich building didn't give you spectacularly good payoff, of course. We only got payoff after Point Lookout had been completed. I mean, as a bare minimum, the Dark Energy Obelisk was neutralised. You kind of felt like you'd sorted out the problem once for, at least you understood where it came from and stuff. Oh, by the way, as a general rule, like when you see these things, the circuit breakers, generally probably don't turn them on, because all it seems to do is trigger a whole bunch of ghouls to attack you. You're much better off leaving them off and then just taking out the ghouls yourself one by one. You see? Now I've just been attacked. Because, like, turning that on seems to activate them all. If I just left it off, they didn't attack me. So now they're swarming in. There's a legendary withered feral. Good luck, mate. There's a second health bar. Yep, still not doing well there. You're dead now? Yep, that's all of you dead. Yeah, if you turn on the circuit breakers, they swarm you, but if you leave them off, they don't bother. So, generally just don't bother. So, lucky right leg. +2 luck on right leg. Trying to remember what's on my right leg right now. Oh, that's my movement speed up by 10%. I like my movement speed being a bit higher. That kind of cheers me up, so I think I'll just keep that instead. Anyway, that's actually pretty much all we wanted to do here, to be honest. Like, as I say, you can kind of complete the loop, and then there's a Skyrim door that leads you back towards, closer towards the opening, but honestly, like, there's not much payoff here, and I don't think there's actually any more audio. I think those are the only 2 audio logs here, so not spectacular. Not spectacular at all, to be honest. I think it's, as a story, it's actually probably one of the weakest story areas in the game, but in terms of the reward is pretty darn good, albeit possibly a little bit outclassed by a furious super sledge. Alright, let's give this thing a go at least. Where are you? There's a couple of people here. Lizzie, level 21. 2 hits take out level 21. Doesn't feel that powerful to me. But then I'll need to have a look at it, see if there's any more kind of improvements I can make to it. I don't think there are. If I recall correctly, the machete only has a single slot, the blade itself. Though I should, of course, add there is like one more little bit of story that you get out of this whole area, which is if you go over to this big radioactive block thingy over here, And then just find... I can't remember which side the bloody entrance is on it. Somewhere around here. Somewhere around here there's a bloody entrance to this thing. This is a big radioactive block, which you definitely shouldn't go into unless you've actually got specialist radioactive equipment to hand. On this occasion, I'm just going to go in anyway, because to be honest, you can fairly easily stack Rad-X to make it not so bad. And then just kind of disarm all of the traps, disarm the traps. That's just a basic thing. Take out the bomb. I can just teleport forward, actually, using this. Even with everything I've just picked up, I'm still picking up 20 rads a second, even with multiple Rad-X stacks. This is possibly, like, the most intense radiation in the entire game. But you can skip through here and get to Hugo's hole nice and easily. And then I think there was one more. May as well pick up the bombs, quite frankly. Yeah, get the bombs. Get some free springs and copper, damn it. And Hugo gives you the last little bit of audio. I think there's only 3 audio logs, and this is the 3rd, though probably it could well be the first that you find. Just plug in his audio log.
The guys don't bother me anymore. That's good. I think it's... What was that? Can't they read the signs? I think it's time I go back inside the quarry. It's been too long. No, I can't. The guys would never let me in. I could kill them all. No. No, that wouldn't be what it would want. It's time to lay down. Yes, of course. It's next to my bed. I will. It's loaded.
So someone going a little bit mad when exposed to these otherworldly horrors of a sacrificial blade and something something? No, indeed. As I thought, there is indeed only a single slot on this thing. So I've got that down as doing 177 damage compared to General Chao's Revenge, which does exactly the same thing. So it is better than General Chao's Revenge, because General Chao's Revenge doesn't have any bleed damage or poison damage. Though worth noting, of course, that this thing doesn't have the ability to gain energy damage. Whenever I find one or I take Blacksmith 3, I can get General Chao's Revenge to actually have some bonus damage on it too, bonus energy damage. So at that point, it would become arguably more powerful. But you know what? Let's give this thing a bit of a go. And I'd say the Museum of Witchcraft strikes me as a good location to do that sort of a little test in. Round the side we get, round the side we get, round the side we get. Fine, don't jump over the fence, do it the lame way. Right, in through the basement, let's go test this against a Deathclaw. Though oddly to my mind, the Museum of Witchcraft in Salem does a much better job being kind of spooky and scary than the Dunwich Borers do, which is kind of odd, because the Dunwich Borers are supposedly the more notoriously scary areas, but never mind. Let's head upstairs, fight this Deathclaw. Oh, sorry, I've accidentally leveled up. Oh my goodness, this could not have come at a more perfect time. Ninja 3 just unlocked at level 33. So now I can do 10x damage with my sneak attack criticals with melee. And even better, even bloody better, at level 3 it fixes the bug. Level 3 actually fixes the bloody bug with heavy weaponry. So things like my Furious Super Sledge weren't getting the full sneak attack bonus. At level 3 that fixes itself. And that means from now on I can actually do... What will it be? I think it'll be 12x thanks to Deacon's 20% on top of the 10 times. So 12x damage with a sneak attack critical with my Furious Super Sledge. Oh my goodness, is that sexy or is that sexy? Speaking of which, I've just got to go and find Deathclaw, though I don't even need to get that damn close to it. With Blitz 2, I'm more powerful if I keep my distance. So I've just got to find the old girl, get eyes on her, and then I can just teleport around the corner and knacker her with this thing. Hello, where are you? There you are! Hello, Savage Deathclaw. Pretty powerful, but if I can get a nice bonus on you... Oh my goodness! Sneak attack for 12! That's crazy! Sneak attack is now 12x damage! Oh, that's the best thing! Best thing! Also, you were like poisoned and stuff, which is good. Oh, I'm just going to help myself to, well, presumably not your stuff, presumably someone else's stuff as well. Excellent. Oh, 12x. Oh, yeah, I forgot you could take the cracked Deathclaw eggs. They're presumably for crafting. What do they do? Cracked Deathclaw eggs contain bone and acid. Excellent. Inside a Deathclaw egg is acid. Very cool. Shove in that tape.
A nest full of Deathclaw eggs. A dozen, maybe more. Smashed to bits. Except... this one. If I'd known, I would have personally told the gunner bosses and that glorified liquor cabinet Wellingham to take those Diamond City caps and stuff them. I guess we know why that Deathclaw tracked us all the way from Linwood's now. We stole their damn kids. Christ. Maybe if we just return the eggs. Oh, hey, Mama. You looking for this?
So now the Devil's Due has opened up and we have a choice. We can take the egg to Wellingham to make an omelette with, or we can return it to its mother. And a lot of people, when I first played Fallout 4, were quite upset that I didn't take it back to its mother. So alright, we're going to end off this episode by making amends, damn it. Obviously, Linwood's was mentioned, and we do indeed know that Linwood's does have Deathclaws floating around. But probably the safest place to actually start from would be the Parsons Creamery, which has nothing but, even if they've respawned, nothing but raiders. So that's very close by. So here we are, heading out to a Deathclaw nest, which is totally a good idea. People have assured me that the mama is so happy she gets her egg back that she doesn't attack. I don't believe it for one bloody second. When did we start getting bloody sentimental about Deathclaws? The terrifying monster creatures in New Vegas. It was established canonically that, like, you know, there are squads who go around desperately trying to slaughter Deathclaws, and everyone was fine with it there, but all of a sudden one of them's got an egg, and we're all sat on the side of the Deathclaw. Bloody hell. We'd like to be friends. Are we going to be... Hello? Yep. Hello. Detected. I'm just going to put the egg back, okay? Okay? There we are. Me and you good now? Are we fine? Are we going to be friends? I'm told there's a reward somewhere around here. Where are we going to get that from then? I probably shouldn't take the pristine Deathclaw egg. I should probably take... the Deathclaw gauntlet. Beautiful. Right, so the mother's going to be really upset if I take the egg and wants the egg back desperately. By the way, the nest is made out of human rib cages. Just, you know, while we're completely on the side of this Deathclaw, who's made a nest out of human bits. Bloody hell. The Deathclaw Gauntlet, I should add, is extremely powerful, but for me is not actually that spectacular, because of course I haven't invested at all in the Iron Fist perk. But if you did, then actually, that's not that bad, as long as you can just... Actually, would you even need to kill that Deathclaw in the Museum of Witchcraft? Could you just get in, grab the egg while under the influence of Jet, run for the door, get out, and then just return the egg and you're fine? Though actually, I guess actually you shouldn't really be that cool with me. I assume. What are you, by the way? You're level 22. You're bloody pathetic. I could just slaughter you right now. Yeah, I guess, like, this is like its mother and I killed its father. No, wait, no. It said on the tape that what was in the museum was the mother, so I've killed the mother. So who are you? The father? You the father? You can't tell. You don't get a gender. Alright, never mind. I'm going to leave you to it. So let's just have a look, see what we can actually do here. So there's the basic Deathclaw corner. By the way, I'm not 100% sure why, but when I'm at the workbench, I see a slightly higher number than when I look at it in my Pip-Boy. I have no bloody clue why that is. But, like, I saw that previously with the new machete thingy. I have no idea why. So Deathclaw Gauntlet is currently at 82. I could add... Just add an extra claw on the top. Excellent. Using some bone. Using any bone. I can just take bones out of a mole rat and craft them into an extra Deathclaw bone. Turn it from a Deathclaw Gauntlet into a large Deathclaw Gauntlet, which causes a chance to... Oh, chance to disarm. Chance to disarm is quite fun, and that's a pretty big power increase, actually. So, why do I need the element? Oh, I guess I'm crafting some extra bits to hold it in place. Yeah, you are. Deathclaw Gauntlet. Can't deny it. It's a badass weapon. And actually, it's surprisingly powerful. 100 damage when I've not invested at all into that. That could very easily be, yeah, like 200 plus. Plus, it's actually worth noting, like, the thing about unarmed, I don't like unarmed because there's so few weapons for it. But the nice thing about unarmed is, like, when you apply mods to armor, like arm pieces or arm pieces on power armor, there's loads of little mods you can add to increase unarmed damage. So probably the amount of damage output from unarmed is ultimately going to be higher than melee, but I would always prefer melee, because when you're talking about legendary drops and what you get, like, because there's like... Well, there's like 4 unarmed weapons in the game, more like 30 or 40 melee weapons. So your chance of getting a legendary melee drop is like, you know, 5 to 10x, whatever it is, higher for a melee than it is for unarmed. So I'd always go for melee over unarmed for that reason. Plus, it's just more fun. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is more than enough for now. Next time on Fallout 4 No Guns, we will return to the Libertalia. We will clear that out. And as that's quite a fairly simple mission, I think we'll go straight on to Bunker Hill as well. Last time I did Bunker Hill in Fallout 4, it was an utter shambles because, I don't know, everything went wrong. Everyone showed up, even though I didn't advise them to show up. So we'll see if that bug repeats itself. Though some people seem to believe in the comments when I did that part that it wasn't actually a bug. That actually, like, it doesn't matter what you do. The Brotherhood and the Railroad always both show up anyway because maybe, like, the Institutes underestimated them or something. But we shall see. We shall see what happens then, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And under a beautiful starry sky, this has been Fallout 4 No Guns. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Apparently they've all decided to bring knives to a gunfight, which is a terrible idea. Oh yeah, you try charging, why don't ya? Oh dear. Never charge the man with the shotgun. Does it involve me going and killing people? Because if so, how many and where? Right, this is embarrassing. I've kind of just locked myself out of my flat. Do you happen to have a spare set of keys?